Hi everyone, welcome to SSW website, sprint review retro for sprint 97 and sprint planning for sprint 98. Okay, let's get started with sprint review. Sprint goal was to improve build time and it is achieved. Aman, could you please give update on sprint goal?
Yeah, so we upgraded it to next 15. So in next 14, each page was processed twice. So one to prepare the data for navigation and one to generate the actual HTML. But with next 15, we improved this by using the first pass for both, cutting out extra work and making website build faster.
Okay, in terms of people who worked on, totally 115.5 hours were built by Aman, by Caleb and myself. And in terms of work we have done, as we have mentioned, we improved build time, and also Caleb has worked on updating architecture diagram for SSW website. Okay. And so in terms of application health overview, performance is up from 77% to 80%. And for .NET Upgrade page performance is 80. And on SEMrush, site health is increased from 72% to 73%. Crawlability is also slightly increased from 95 to 96%. Caleb has worked on to fixing canonical tag issues. And also internal linking is down from 79% to 76%. This is because of in the last SEMrush run, newsletters pages was returning 404, and we have created issue to address this problem. And errors is also up from 26 to 44. This is also same reason with internal linking is down. And here's the issue to fix in the next sprint. And on code auditor, broken links are down from 141.
Sorry, Baba, just a tiny thing. Just after a figure, have a line break, I think, unless those issues are specifically to do with the figure above, and then you'd indent them.
I think they are.
If they're specifically to do with the one above, then you just indent them under the figure. So
okay.
Yeah. All right.
You mean this way?
Yeah.
Okay. And on
no line break in this case.
Yeah, no line break because they're related to the figure.
Okay. Thanks. I'm not seeing it. Broken links are down from 141 to 97, and there's also active PR to fix some broken links on archive pages.
Can you tell me who did effort on reducing those broken links, or did it just magically happen?
I did work on reducing broken links on archive pages and newsletter pages.
Okay. Do you feel like you fixed like 40, or did you fix like 5?
I fixed 40, I guess. Yeah, because the PR is
Okay, so you feel like you fixed all those. That's great. Awesome.
And
so, sorry, question. Do we always have a whole bunch of broken links and we're just chipping away at them, or do we normally not have any?
Yeah, we had.
We had a bunch and slowly chipping away week by week.
Okay.
Yeah. So every sprint we are reducing this to get the numbers down.
This is the T-Note site.
No,
SW website. Okay. Why was it showing the genes?
Okay. On Google Search Console, non-index pages are up about 1,500, and index pages are down, and it's about 4,100. And as you can see this in the image, the top two Google search, Google knows about the pages, but hasn't been indexed yet. But we can fix the fourth one, which is 50 pages. And we have issue to address it in the next sprint. And on application insights, failed request is 37,000. Last sprint it was 36,000, and including 14,000 is coming from the bot. And also, as Matt mentioned, we'll be updating this dashboard to to exclude some errors that we don't care about, such as not found pages, and only include 500 errors.
Yeah, I think I wanted a separate report so we can still have this one for reference. But I'm more interested in the 500s right now. And making sure that stays at 0.
And in terms of deployments,
in terms of 400s, it depends what the 400 is. So if you scroll back up.
Because on all my teams, basically this is a useless number. It's 1,500,000, 3 doesn't matter because they're all for 400s. So we just don't know if it means anything.
Yeah, some of them. So this is actually a filtered view. So when we look at this and we see that there's really strange URLs, we exclude them. It's a bit of a process to try and work out what is actual data and what is people trying to poke around and discover what's happening on the site.
Right.
So this has become less of an issue because we're whittling down the broken links on code audit and stuff like that. So
okay. Yeah, because in every other team I manage, this is
like
just all noise.
Most of the time it is noise, because we've got a bot that's pinging us every 4 hours and causing a third of the requests. But if we have a look at that first line entry where it says get/SSW images Raven SSW logo, that was a legitimate thing. That was a legitimate URL on the V1 site.
Okay, so is somebody looking through the individual error codes each time? Like to figure out if there's 500.
I think when you see a spike, and you pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Right now it's a few hundred. It's not the majority.
Okay. Oh, Christian's here. Hey, Christian.
Hi, Christian. Okay. Do you have any questions, Adam? You?
No, that's good. Thank you.
Looks great.
Yeah, I mean, I actually kind of missed everything that was actually done this sprint. Like I've been looking at stats, which maybe is more important for this project than others, but we went over the actual PBI done so fast I didn't actually register anything that was done except for the sprint goal.
Okay, well, that's important.
The sprint goal was the most important thing. Otherwise, it was.
You can see a lot of dones. Now, in stuff like Yuli is a product owner that cares deeply about what's on the website. Is there any of these ones that he would care about that would mean that, assuming he was
anything to enable the new
product owner,
the new consulting pages or anything like that?
So there was the LLMS one which you test passed.
Cool.
You test passed it supposedly.
Yep.
So there was that.
sorry, are we going to measure that, to see if that does anything?
Yeah, well, we can look at the App Insights logs to see if it is being hit.
Right. Okay.
So we don't have to do anything. Because it's a URL.
But normally, what you would do is you would test a certain phrase that we know is on our website. See it's not being returned when you're doing a ChatGPT, and then later on see it is being returned. Is there anything we can do relating to that?
No idea.
Right.
Well, now that we've gone live with it, probably not, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, does this get in? Is this indexed straight away, or
who did it?
Aman,
would you be able to see if it's been hit, and then see if there is anything you can do to see if it's improving SEO when you're using an AI such as ChatGPT?
I haven't tried yet, but I will try with ChatGPT and some other bots maybe.
First thing, check if there's any hits on the text file.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Cool. Yeah. Interesting. All right, now, so from my understanding, basically what we're doing here is going through a bunch of different SEO tools, creating PBIs out of those tools, and then this is like last week's version, which are done from that same process.
In addition, we took it to the latest version of Next, and we've got the incremental builds going.
Oh, great. Oh, right. That's
so the build time is now 7 minutes.
From 35 or something.
20, roughly.
Okay, brilliant. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Does that include for rules, or is that?
No,
No.
but we can then do the same thing for rules.
But that's awesome for the website.
But we have to talk with Christian about whether we're going to do rules in Next.js or whether we're going to do people in Astro, or what we're going to do from here.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Sorry, I just needed that extra
No worries.
context.
Okay.
All right, continue.
Okay, so we stopped at deployments. 20 deployments was done. And in terms of sprint retro, what went well? Caleb mentions that I have done a good job to reducing broken links. And we also mentioned Aman has done great work on reducing the build time and upgrading to next 15. And also Aman,
it's very important to have the from and to. So reducing build time from 7 minutes to 6
20.
minutes, or 30 minutes to,
Yeah.
Are you sure it was 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Are you sure?
yes, it's about 20
Yeah, it
minutes.
sounds like a very round number. Are you sure it wasn't 17 minutes or 22 minutes?
It was from 18 to 20 minutes on average.
Okay, I would much prefer. Okay. Oh, so it
It's not
was
the same.
in the range from 18 to 20.
Yeah.
And now it's in the range of 6
In 6
minutes.
to 7.
always. Oh, well, then you should
Mhm.
be saying 7 minutes. And like
Right,
you
so-
can't say the big number on one end and the small number on the other end.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And the same thing with next. Did you move from next 10 to next 15 or next 14 to 15? So always do it in the from to.
Okay. Yeah, so dev experiences also has improved using this turbo pack package in next 15.
Oh, so this wasn't moving to a different.
Hold on.
next.
Didn't we convert from
Sorry.
one version of next to the next?
To the
It's just retrospective.
Yeah, I know, but
No one pointed it out.
Oh, yeah.
but I think getting onto the latest version of Next.js would be a
Mm.
highlight from somebody. It certainly is for me.
So upgraded from next 14 to next 15. Okay. And about what didn't go so well, in the end of sprint, we noticed some newsletter pages are returning 404 due to file name contains commas. So we have order issue to fix this one. And about the improvements, Matt mentions that fixing canonical tag issues on Google Search Console, which is about 50 pages. And also changing the application insight dashboard to include only errors that we care about. Do you have any questions on this one, Adam, before moving to sprint planning?
No, I think that's all pretty good.
So let's move to the sprint planning. Sprint goal will be upgrading to React 19 from
What
18
to what?
Yeah, upgrading to from React 18 to React 19. Yeah, I'll update the title as well before sending this
Okay.
email.
Thank you.
And it will be a 1 week sprint and attend this as listed. And this is work we have planned for the next sprint. And estimate is 21. Are you happy with this work?
All right. Can I just ask, Code Auditor, is that giving you value? Are you running that all the time, looking at it? Is Tiago helping you at all with any of this?
Yes, it's helping to find broken links on pages, and there's a weekly run for SSW website.
Does SEMrush not find broken links?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we are doing weekly scan using Code Auditor.
Okay. Who is working on this sprint for the next one full time?
I'm me and Amma. And Caleb is moving to Yakshaver team.
Well, not yet. He's not. There's no decision there. He might want to move there, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to the Benchmasters. Now, is there any point moving from this onto the people project to help Christian move people, and whether we should move that to Next or Astro? Can you just give us the executive summary of that, Christian, in case that is a high priority item?
The executive summary of which items, sorry, Adam?
Let's just imagine that we move Baba and Aman to the people project to get them to get people onto Astro or Next,
Mhm.
or Quick, or one of the front ends.
What's on now?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on what you would do with the current people and Gatsby site?
Probably just rebuild the entire thing. I think that'd be better than trying to upgrade it in place.
Right. Okay. And what technologies would you consider the best options?
Probably Astro.
Okay. All right. And would you want to be doing that by yourself or with these guys?
I'm not sure at this stage.
Okay. All right. And in terms of the rules site, which is currently on Gatsby and using Netlify CMS, we'd want to move that to maybe Next.js and Tina CMS. Would you agree with that, Christian? And we could have these guys doing that, or would you wait until the results of the Astro thing?
I think it makes more sense for rules to be on Next.js.
Right.
It's a little more dynamic, and I think there's a plan to redo sort of the whole redesign of rules.
Right.
So it might be good to have a look at that to see what you might need in Next.js.
And what's your feeling, Matt? Well, we'll start with people. Are you happy with that idea for him to do people on?
People's low risk, low reward. So yeah, doesn't really matter.
So he could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only thing with people is that it does pull in a lot of stuff from CRM, so I'd be worried about that. But that's going to be using Tina as well, because you didn't specify Tina on that one.
Oh, sorry. That would definitely be using Tina. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you could set up some automation so that things get pushed into the repo, similar to the way that NDC are pulling in speaker data.
Yep.
Rules on Next makes sense because we can avoid doing the deployments if we use ISR.
Right.
So content gets merged, and eventually the rule goes live.
Right.
We don't have to wait on a build if there's no code change.
Right. Okay.
That sounds good.
That one?
That sounds good.
Yeah. In terms of priorities, would you do the people site first, or would you do the rules?
I'd do rules because that's like 90% of the website.
Right. Okay.
So any improvement there is going to have a much bigger impact than people.
Okay. All right. So Christian, do you agree with the rules being done first?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the website is already done in Next.js, so
Yeah, okay.
you could just do rules. I don't think doing people before rules is going to add any value if people is
Right.
going to be done on Astro.
Yeah. Okay. So what I would start thinking about, Baba, Aman, and Christian, is let's make a plan to be doing this, which is moving from this website team to the rules team. I would check with Brady and Jack P on where they're up to, because they already tried this once and didn't get there. The French team will help overnight, so you'll do it, and they would then carry on. So the handover is really important. If you can't make the right time zone, then which you can, Baba, but Aman will struggle. Then you need to do a recording of where you're at when you pass it over. If you want them to continue on, specifically what you're doing, and they should do a recording so you know where they got up to, so it goes around. Okay, and we could have the TV team abreast of what's going on so they can record bits and pieces, and then you can make a video that shows how to get a site from, say, Gatsby and Netlify onto Next.js and Tina, which is a much better platform. And so people might want help on how to do it. And also, we do this for lots of clients, and Yuli, as a sales guy, he would get some value out of that video. All right. So if you can have a call with those guys, Brady and Jack, and get up to date, and then we need to talk to the Frenchies to all do that. So as soon as you're ready to switch, do that. If you think it's really, really important to do this plan that you've got here first, then come back to us and tell us, actually, we want to finish this one before we do the other. but this doesn't seem as critical as the other stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like this looks like all much more low value stuff than the rule site.
Can I ask a high level question? Are you happy with this, like, you know, if this is all little SEO tweaks, are you happy with our SEO at the moment, or do you think we are urgently in need of way more tweaks?
Okay, in terms of what's in this backlog, the upgrade to React 19 is super important because that proves that the work we've done in Tina will actually work because we're using it on the largest Tina site.
Oh, okay.
That is high value.
So you want to finish this first?
That is a upgrade to React 19 is a high value thing for me.
All right. Okay.
The rest I agree are lower value, but to answer your question, Yuli, I don't think SEO is ever done.
No.
It's a moving target.
Yeah.
So us keeping up to date on it, you know, like fixing all the obviously broken stuff.
Yeah.
I think is the bare minimum.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, does that need a team working full time, or is that like, you know, somebody looks at it once a week or something?
Yeah, a day a week.
Right.
Yeah, a day a week at looking at it, we could stay on top of things. Maybe not.
Right.
We'd like, you know,
We stop, not fall behind.
we won't fall behind that much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So it sounds like first half of the sprint's going ahead, and then we're switching.
Yep. Well, so the goal of this is to get React 19 done. If that just takes one day and you get it all done, then do it. Contact us. If that's a big effort, then everybody swarm onto that, get it done, and we'll do a sprint review at the end.
Okay.
Of the next, at the end of next week.
Okay.
All right. So that's the plan. But yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Can
Thanks,
I ask
guys.
a quick question?
Yep. Yes.
Um,
I mean,
yeah. Hey guys, a quick one on your sprint backlog. So I see that there are like 4 tickets there which are not triaged. Like it looks a bit strange because it means like we have no idea what these tickets are about.
They were just logged as a result of the
Yeah,
sprint.
it just
Okay. And you included them straight away in the next one?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I'll update them and make it backlog ready before sending this email.
Nice. Thank you.
all right. Sounds great.
Anything yak shaved?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Any of you using Yak Shaver?
Callum and
I
I
use sometimes.
In this sprint, who used Yak Shaver?
Callum and I used Yak Shaver this morning to log an issue with the live stream banner.
Okay. All right. That's
Not
excellent.
in the sprint, but sorry, yes, in the sprint. Sorry, not in the sprint review. Got it. Cool.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining SSW sprint review and planning. And the summary video will be uploaded in this channel. And see you next time.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice.